Even though Garrett McGrain is a senior, his time here at Wartburg might not be over. Since he started playing football his sophomore year, he still has 1 year of eligibility. What did they change after halftime? Obviously, you guys are shutting them down pretty easily in the first half. What happened? 66 players from 6 generations came to Levick Arena on Saturday to celebrate 75 years of men's basketball. And find out why campus security had to put up new signs regarding the weapons policy. Coming into this game, the Cohawks had over 700 yards of rushing and only about 300 for passing. Obviously, we can see the Wartburg defense is really shutting down their rushing game. And when Boyle did try to pass, obviously Garrett McGrain was there for the interception. That is his 3rd interception on the year. This year, only 4 out of the 10 freshmen on the team are from Iowa, which is not something the wrestling coaches see every year. How important was it for you and some of the other players to really step up this week? Right now, you would most likely find basketball games going on in Levick Arena on Saturdays, but come March 10th, 2012, it will look a little different. Looking at their stats before the game, how did you guys feel coming into the game? How did you think it would go? Going to college in a different country would be very challenging. You're away from your family and friends, and it's a complete culture shock. Even simple things like cups or door handles are different. The score is 17-0 Knights at halftime. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the game, coming into this game, Levi Helbling had only played 3 quarters in the first game before he started having hamstring problems. He's been out the last 2 games. Now, in that game, he had 3 catches for 136 yards coming into this game. And then in this game, he's had a number of catches. Danny Stiefel's really trying to connect with him. He's dropped a couple of them. But we've noticed that in the past few games with Danny Stiefel, just having a hard time connecting with the receivers. Hopefully they'll come back out in the second half and really start connecting with the passes, making good plays. And I have a feeling that the score will go up a lot in the second half if the Knights are able to do that on offense. Talking about those players stepping up because of injuries, how important is that, and how do you think that'll help you down the road that these guys were able to step up and get a victory?
It was an exciting night, a great crowd, great atmosphere, special evening for Wartburg College and Wartburg football.
That's what Coach Willis had to say 10 years ago. The date was September 1st, 2001, and the Knights had just played and won their first game at Walston Hoover Stadium. The name of the stadium came from Wartburg Board of Regents members Gary and Donna Hoover and Gary's uncle, Marv Walston. After 100,000 square feet of field turf was installed in July of 2001, Coach Willis and the Knights were ready to hit the gridiron running, and they have not looked back since. The Knights have won 45 home games in just over 9 seasons. On September 10, 2011, Wartburg celebrated the 10-year anniversary of Walston Hoover Stadium as the Gusties from Gustavus Adolphus came to town. After a long battle, the Knights came out ahead in this one, winning 26-21.
It's certainly nice to get a win on a special night like this, but we talked about before the game our streak of 10 consecutive wins and home openers, so we obviously don't want to lose that streak.
With their win over the Gusties, the Knights moved to 7-0 in their home openers under the lights in the Walston Hoover era.
It's fun to celebrate the successes that we've had at Walston Hoover Stadium and thank the people that have made this facility possible, and fun to play against a quality opponent in that type of atmosphere.
For the fans, Walston Hoover may just seem like another football stadium, but for the players, it's much more.
It was incredible getting to go out there, run out on an amazing field with some great facilities, with a great supporting fan base behind you each and every game. The place is always filled with Wartburg alumni, fans, and family.
It's our home field. We love it here. It's awesome coming out here with all the guys. We put in a lot of effort. Come out here on Saturdays and it's payday.
It's not a huge college and it's not a huge stadium, but it's sure packed each and every game, and it's pretty exciting to play in front of all those fans.
Reporting for Sports Night, I'm Shelby Granath. Every college has its rival, and for Wartburg, it's the Luther Norse. Since the 1950s, Wartburg has had a rivalry with Luther, and to honor that rivalry, the Student Alumni Council organizes Beat Luther Week leading up to the big football game, and in the winter, the basketball games.
We had shirts made and we were selling those all week. And we also just spread the word. We have stickers that we've been handing out today to everyone here, Beat Luther stickers. And then we also attended the parents' tailgate and sold t-shirts, gave out free cookies and cider, and got the parents pumped up for the game today also. Let's go Knights!
The Wartburg vs. Luther football game is a lot of fun for the fans as well.
I think it's really like a cool part of going to Wartburg and coming out here, putting my orange on.
It's a great way to keep school spirit up and keep the rivalry going.
And on the other hand,
They're cool. It's a cool school, but like when it comes to like the football game, they got to go down, you know?
I think it's a good rivalry because we all hate Luther and we just want them to lose.
the Luther game is also something the football players look forward to, even though they know it will be a battle.
It's a big rivalry. I mean, last year was really close, this year is really close again. I mean, they always battle against us, and it's just always a tight game.
It's a big rivalry, and they always play us tough, and so I guess, you know, we prepared for them like any other team, but we just kind of had that note in our head that it was going to be a big rivalry. So.
Luther always plays us tough. You know, you can just feel it out on the field, the tension between everybody, and you know, it's fun. It's fun to play in a rivalry game.
You know, it's just a battle. Rivalry games, that's just what happens. Luther's a good team, we're a good team, you know. It just comes down to who can make the play at the end of the game.
And on Saturday, that team was Wartburg, winning 24-21.
It's good for the rivalry, just because we won, and it's kind of nice to beat Luther here. We beat Luther here twice now, so as a senior, I haven't lost on this field. It's kind of nice.
It's always great. It's always great beating Luther. You know, I think we're 4 out of 4 in these years, and it's always a big game. It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad we got the win out of the rivalry to end the season 8-2 and stuff. So it's always fun.
Wartburg College, you rock!
The Knights will continue to look for dominance over the dreaded Norse in the winter sports season, but until then,
let's go Knights!
Reporting for Sports Night, I'm Shelby Granath. Jennifer Walker has been the volleyball coach at Wartburg for 14 years now. Walker came to Wartburg in 1998 from Olivet College in Michigan, where she was the volleyball and softball coach. On September 30th, 2011, Coach Walker reached a milestone as a coach, 300 career wins. The celebration continued on October 4th when she earned her 300th win at Wartburg.
It's a great milestone, but when you're coaching, as long as I've coached, the focus is never on me. It's always on my athletes. And so for me to get the focus was a little bit odd, but it was very nice. They got me a cake. I was so excited. But it was a fun night.
And for the players, it was an exciting night as well.
I felt pretty honored, and we were surprised. Coach Rosal came up to us and said, "Oh, we have a cake for a 300th win." I feel honored to be a part of that with Coach Walker.
Although these special wins are rare, Coach Walker says they are very enjoyable when they do come around.
It's nice. It reminds you how long you've been doing it, how old you're getting. But I think it speaks highly more of the program than of my coaching ability.
Coach Walker is very happy to be at Wartburg, where she is surrounded by other supportive coaches.
I think it's more of a group feeling than maybe some athletic departments have, where maybe volleyball doesn't like football because they're during the same season and there's animosity there, and we just don't have that at Wartburg. It's been wonderful. Wartburg's been a great fit.
Our most happy memory, thine the spirit we love best, thine is in the east or west. As you sing with loyalty, Wartburg College, hail to thee.
Reporting for Sports Night, I'm Shelby Granath.